Man, I always get so nervous before these things for some reason. Hey there, it's Beta Squared. We're heading back up to the boss's office.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
See, I feel like I don't really add anything to the whole Let's Play business.
When Stanley came to a set of two,
but I'm gonna give it a shot
he
anyways.
entered the door on his left.
Like, I imagine like people watching this, or
Yet
the
there was
people
not a
who are
single
gonna watch
person
this
here
at
either.
some point.
Feeling a wave of
Already
disbelief,
seen all the endings
Stanley
to the
decided
Stanley
to go
parable,
up to his
so
boss's office.
is it
Coming
really
to a staircase, Stanley walked
useful to play a
upstairs to
game
his
that
boss's
people have already
office.
seen? In my opinion, yes.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief
So
who
I'm
orchestrated this.
gonna have to
What
wait
dark
until,
secret was
you
being
know,
held from him?
tells me the code,
What he
so
could not have
doesn't
known
get angry,
was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck.
This
Amazing.
is the piano from Left 4
He
Dead.
stepped into the newly opened passageway.
They did use source props from like different games to build this, I guess. So, I mean, they're not technically cheating. They're just using things from different resources and stuff.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
So, because most of you already know, there's plenty of different
Stanley
endings
walked
to this
straight ahead
game.
through the large door that
I'll do the
read
escape
Mind
ending at some
Control
point.
Facility.
It'll be done though, so you guys don't have to worry. Nothing has to worry. I'm gonna try a shortcut here, so let's just try it.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Well, now it's pointless because the thing is already here. But that shortcut is really useful to save like 10 seconds for the speedrun.
Now the monitors jumped to life.
Plus you can
Their
get up
true
here
nature revealed.
if you're
Each
really
bore the
good.
number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced
However, I
to
can't
images
today
on a
for some
screen.
reason.
And Stanley, one of them.
This is one of the more
eternally
difficult
in this place where freedom meant
to get
nothing.
off anyways.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
So the problem with these types of games is like, I don't know what I'm supposed to talk about. Like,
He
I'm
refused
thinking
to
of
believe
things
it.
to
He
speak
couldn't
about.
accept it. His own
But
life
I can't
in
really
someone
with this
else's
game for some
control.
reason. It's,
Never.
There's
It was
just so many
unthinkable.
different things
Wasn't
going
it?
on. Plus,
Was
you
it
guys
even
already
possible?
seen this part of
Had he
this
truly
path.
spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
But I kind of want to do that.
Would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Fuck it, we're doing it live!
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you?
I
After they
did.
kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it
that's
go.
an error.
Turn the controls off and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating
That's
the
just a
entire
visual of
complex.
what's happening.
How long
I have
until
no
detonation
control
then?
over that.
Let's say 2 minutes. Ah, now
Oh.
this is making things a little more fun, isn't it,
Oh,
Stanley?
God.
It's your time
Something
to
has to-
shine.
something has to
You
stop
are the
this.
star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires.
Does anything in
Oh,
this
this
thing
is
stop
much
it?
better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is.
Oh, come on.
Time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times,
Oh,
I let
great.
the office sink into
Is there
the
an actual
ground,
combination?
swallowing everyone inside, or I let it
Do
burn
any
to
of
a
these
crisp.
buttons do
I have to say
anything?
this though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control
I
wrested
need
away from you,
control.
it's quite rich.
I'm gonna
I
die.
hate to see it go.
Can I turn it off?
I'm sure whatever I come up
No,
with
come
the
on,
next
turn
go
off.
around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not?
Oh,
These are
wait, that's
precious
not enough
additional
time at all.
seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees.
isn't time
Dear me,
infinite?
what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea
A
where
hatch.
you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume
But I
when you
can't
saw that
open it.
timer that something in
Open.
this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you.
Oh no, the
Running
controls are
from button
glitched.
to button,
The
screen
consoles.
to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones, or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think
Will
that,
you save me?
Stanley? That this video game can be
Oh,
beaten?
jeez.
One solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley.
And this is why people think the
You're in for
narrator's an
quite a
asshole, because
disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer
I
is
wanna
a
be
catalyst to
saved.
keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only
What do
still
these
playing
buttons
instead of
do
watching
anyway?
a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're
do I
powerless.
press them in the order
To
or
see you
backwards? I
made
don't know.
humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this
I think this
world.
is it.
That's fine.
I can't do
I'm
anything.
going
None of
to
these buttons
destroy
work.
it first, so you can't.
Everything keeps sparking.
Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to
Oh,
strike.
come on. Doesn't even
30
work?
seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here. Just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life?
Yeah, goodbye,
or will
me.
you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me. All a part of the joke.
Open.
And believe
Open.
me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever up.
Okay. Secret ending time. I'm gonna show you how to get to heaven ending.
Just a step through this door, Stanley thought to himself, that's all I need. If I can make it through this door, I can make it through them all.
419 computer, E, restart. 423 computer, E, restart. Secretary office computer. E. Restart.
Hi, Stanley. Just wanted to leave you a message to let you know there's a few things I need you to pick up on your way home from work today. We need milk, cereal, dish soap, spaghetti, get a thing of sugar, some bread, and coffee beans, whichever ones you like. I'll give you a call if there's anything I forgot. Thanks, sweetie. See you tonight.
Decided to go to the meeting
434
room.
computer.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter
Come
how
on.
hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers. Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference.
There you go.
No.
And finally, Stanley's computer. E. Heaven. Now, I'm not exactly sure if pressing all the buttons does something, and I'm too impatient to find out, to be honest. There's just... I believe somebody calculated how many buttons there are, and there's over 400. And that is a lot. So... I can't really do that. I'm not gonna do that. It's just absurd. It's insane. So if you've enjoyed this video, thanks for watching. Blue Hall.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
That door seems different than the others. Well, this is an ending, apparently.